All right, Sienna, we're going to watch your backstroke from above water here. The very first thing we see real quick is look at your wrist and how it's bent. We see a lot of swimmers with this bent wrist as we're coming up. We want to make sure we're coming thumb out and pinky in. When you come up with that wrist bent like that, it basically means you're not finishing that pull and you're not throwing that water toward the opposite side of the pool all the way at the finish. So work on keeping your wrist right in line with your forearm so it's thumb out, pinky in. And that's one of the reasons why we do that straight arm recovery, right? The straight arm recovery, the idea is to keep everything in line together. Right here at the very top, you've turned to your pinky. Now your wrist is in line with your forearm, which is exactly where we want you to be. But we want that to be earlier on. Don't wait quite so long. Great pinky entry. That looked like it was a little bit better job of coming thumb out, turning to your pinky. That's a great job. Much better on the left side than on the right side, I think. Let's see again on the right side. All right, so that was better, but you can still see that wrist, here to here. And if you were at practice on that Monday when Lynette was showing the Chloe Sutton stuff, one of the things she was showing is how sometimes people will bend those wrists underwater. And when you're doing that, you're really not pulling any water. So think about all the way through. And if you're just sitting there, put your hand out and just look at how it's right in line with your forearm. And then bend your wrist and look at how you're not really pulling as good water that way. So keep that hand, fingertips pointed to the side or all the way up, however you want to look at it, but right in line with that forearm. Okay? Head position looks decent. Probably could roll that head back a little bit more. I think if you lift your chin, put your head back, you're going to bring your hips up just a little bit better. And I think it's one of the reasons why we're kind of looking like we're swimming on an upward slope instead of with your head back. So we always want to see a neutral position. Yeah, we definitely got to keep those wrists a little bit more straight. Now we can see the shoulder rolling here. That's a great body rotation. Like you're not bouncing up and down at all. We like the body rotation. We like the shoulder roll. So right here on your left side, you can see that this hand is getting ready to come out. And let's look at that shoulder. Okay, you can start to see that shoulder start to come up as your right hand is going in. And then as your left hand is going in, you see that shoulder rotate down. And you can start to see this shoulder start to come up. So outstanding. That's what we want to see all the time. Great job there. Good hand entry. Good pull. A little close on that turn. Make sure we know that stroke count. The stroke count shouldn't change. So be careful about not getting quite so close. All right, so let's look here. That's where you are when you start that very first dolphin kick. That's about 2 seconds, and that's perfect. By holding your streamline and start that kick, you're easily going to be able to get out past the flags. So well done. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and we start that flutter, or we start the flutter kick there. You can see again that the eyes are a little bit more this way. Get them straight back, and see how this arm is way above that water. You're kind of coming up a little bit too high on an angle. Don't come up quite so high on an angle. Come up in a nice gradual ascent, which means you're going to come up nice and slow, nice and easy. Once you start swimming those, again, great body position. Excellent job on rolling those shoulders.